Hi, today we're going to create a database using Microsoft Access. The first thing that I want you to do is create a folder. I've created this folder on the desktop. You can create it anywhere on your drive. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open Microsoft Access. And you'll notice that I'm using 2016. So I'm going to click on blank desktop database. Immediately I want to give my database a name. So we're going to call it Student DB. And we're going to make sure that the location is correct. So we're going to click on that folder. We're going to go to Desktop and choose DB Connect. And then say OK. Once we've done that, we've got our database called Student DB. And it's being saved on the desktop. We can click on Create. Immediately you've seen that we have two views. If you click on that, you get a data sheet view and a design view. We're going to go to design view. It wants a table name, so I'm going to call my table Learners TB for Learners Table. Okay. Now you'll notice we have fields and we have the data type. The first field we're going to call admin number. And the type is auto number. Every student needs to have a unique, therefore the key. The key is your primary key, which means that every admin number for students will be unique. The next field we're going to create is surname. We'll come back and declare the types. The next one I'm going to go to name. I also want to store the gender, so I'm going to call that field male. We'll talk about that a little later. And the last one is DOB for your date of birth. So surname, I'm going to leave as short text, but I'm going to reduce the size to 25. Field size 25. Number of characters. We're going to go to name. I'm going to do the same thing, reduce the field size to 25. Male, I'm going to use yes or no, true or false, which will save me a lot of time. And you'll notice the default value is no. We can change that if we want to yes, or we could leave it as no. The last one is my date of birth, and I'm going to use date and time for that. And you'll notice that if we're using date and time, we will have, using the format, we can choose which format we require. And I'm going to use short date. And we can now change the view. It says you must save the table, yes. And now we've gone to the data sheet view, which allows us to enter our information. So the first student we're going to have, we're going to give him a surname called Pillay. You'll notice automatically it generates an admin number because the field is auto number. Kevin, male, and the date of birth we can choose 21/01, and we will assume that he was born in 1998. Going to our next student, we're going to call him surname Zuma, first name Peter, and we're going to give him a date of birth. We can use the calendar function, you'll notice that, to choose, or we could just type it in, and we're going to use 99, I'm using short date. Next one, we're going to go with number 3, and we're going to go to a surname of Peters, and the first name there would be Sue, and we'll take out male because Sue is female, and giving her a date of birth of 25/05/97. And I think we have 3, which is sufficient for now. So once again, you see I've changed my view to show you the design view. We can now click on File, Save, and close our database. Quickly going to the folder, you'll notice that we have a database called Student TB. In the next video, we are going to link to this database.